So today we are going to talk about the process of getting a job in the UK as a healthcare assistant. I know I promised this video quite some time. I know it was sometime last year or November or so when I did the video about getting a nursing job in the UK, and I promised to come back with the one for the healthcare assistants. But yeah, life got busy. I didn't really do the video in time, but yeah, finally we are here. So today we are doing that video. And so yeah, so for those who are new to my channel, my name is Lahia. I'm Namibian based in the UK. I'm a healthcare professional, and I'll be giving you some information and tips about getting jobs in the UK, especially in the healthcare sector, because that is where I am and that is where I'm more knowledgeable. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about getting a job in the UK as a healthcare assistant. So where do we start? So getting a healthcare assistant job is a non-clinical job really that will allow you to work in a hospital setting or in a care home or in a care home like a nursing home, or in somebody's house where you will be employed to take care of a person, whether it's a disabled person or whether it's an old person. So whatever their needs are, so that is what you will be taking care of. So it's mostly for people with no clinical background. So you don't have to be a nurse, you don't have to be a nursing assistant or a staff nurse or anything to do the healthcare assistant job, or even support workers job. So it's a non-clinical job. So with that job, you would never be required to do anything clinical, because obviously you are not qualified for that. So as a healthcare assistant, you would then be able to work in a hospital or in a nursing home or in any other really health setting that would need that job role. So what are the requirements for the healthcare assistant jobs or support worker jobs? The requirements are quite simple. You don't necessarily need to have a certain qualification. You, however, need to at least have some experience of having worked as a healthcare assistant, as a community health worker, or as a nursing assistant in a health sector, or in whatever environment where you are able to use your skill as a healthcare as a carer. Yeah, even not in a health sector. Maybe you're just taking care of a family member that needed some assistance, so you still do qualify to work as a carer, because there's no specific qualifications as such. And then having said that there's no qualification as such, you would still be required to at least have some sort of training in healthcare or healthcare assistance. So, and that training, it depends what sort of training you had. Whatever training you had that allowed you to practice whatever you were doing, whether you were a community health worker, whether you were a support worker, whether you were working in a hospital as a care assistant, or whatever job role required you to work. So that will actually then count as an advantage. And then, so for you to get a job here in the UK, it will be good if you have some sort of training. Plus, you would then be required to at least have some certificate as proof that yes, these are the trainings that I undertook. So you need to have some sort of proof. And if you then don't have any proof for your trainings, you can do some online trainings. There's quite a number of websites that are offering and companies that are offering online training for healthcare assistants. I have some examples such as Florence Academy. It's an online platform. You go onto Florence Academy, you create an account, and you find there are a number of courses, short courses actually, that you can do within a day about taking care of somebody, whether it's moving and handling a person, whether it's feeding a person, whether it's avoiding choking, or whether it's first aid. those are the courses that you will find there, and those are the courses that you would need to do to make you better qualify to get a job as a healthcare assistant. Because then when you have those kind of trainings, that will at least set you apart from somebody who has nothing at all. And when it comes to applications, you will definitely stand a better chance of getting a job or being selected when you have had a training, and you have some certificates to show that yes, these are the trainings I did. Apart from the experience, having some trainings as a healthcare assistant coming to the UK, it will be good to have written some English test. And in this case, we are referring to the IELTS, which is the International English Language Test, that you need to prove that yes, you can communicate in English, because obviously we all know that UK is predominantly an English-speaking country. So you would need to prove that yes, you can communicate in English, and you can only do that by providing that IELTS certificate. And for you to get a job then as a healthcare assistant in the UK, you need to get a score of 4 in each band. Each band we mean a score of 4 minimum score of 4 in speaking, in listening, in writing, and in reading. So each of them should be a minimum of 4 at least. So once you have passed the test, then you know you stand a very good chance of getting a job. So if you are looking into getting a job in the UK and you haven't had you don't have an English test yet, I would advise that you abandon the application process for now and focus on the English test, because without the English test you might not necessarily stand a chance. You will always need to prove at least that you are able to communicate in English. So get the English test out of the way by writing this test. And this test you can do, okay, depending on where you are. Anyway, you book the English test through the British Council. So you go into the British Council website in your country, look for the IELTS test, and since you'll be applying for you'll probably be using that as well as part of your visa process. It will be good if you can write the IELTS General UKVI, because then that will also help with the visa process. So the general test UKVI, and that is what you need, and you at least try to get at least a minimum score of 4 in each band, and then you are good to go. Once you have written the test, then you can go online and start looking for jobs in the UK. And the other thing, where do we find these jobs? There are quite a number of sites that advertise these jobs, or either you go through the company websites, or you can get these jobs through the agencies. If you know of a recruitment agency that is offering these jobs, that is recruiting for these jobs, then you contact the recruitment agencies. Or otherwise, you can go directly on the certain company's website, where you would then find their vacancies. Or you can also just go onto the job sites, that are usually just advertising whatever sort of job really. And just a caution, if you are applying for a job through an agency, I've heard of many instances where people have been asked to pay a lot of money to the agencies for them to process their applications. One thing is that I know is, for a legit agency recruiting for a company, let's say in the UK, that agency is usually paid by the company that they are employing for, or that they are recruiting for. So it's not for you to pay that agency at all. That agency is paid by the company that they are recruiting for. The company that you are coming to work for will be the one to pay that recruitment agency, not you. So you shouldn't be paying anything. So if you are working with an agency that is asking you for some money, I think it's time to start scrutinizing that agency, and you may need to just run away from them and find another agency. When it comes to the websites where you can find these jobs, one of the websites is Indeed Indeed jobs. So Indeed is one site that offers a range of jobs, really, whether it's in the UK or anywhere else. So it's just for you to go onto Indeed, create an account, upload your CV, and create your profile and furnish that with all your details. And then you create alerts for the specific type of jobs that you are looking for. Once you create alerts on Indeed, they'll be flooding your emails with jobs related to whatever field you are looking for. So go to Indeed, create an account, and populate your profile, upload your CV, create an alert for whatever job you're looking for, and then you will be getting alerts, and obviously you can apply from there. Because once you have uploaded your CV on Indeed, it will actually be very easy for you to apply, because then you will not need to populate your information like every time, except for some companies that would still want you to go onto their company website and then apply from there. But otherwise, for most of them, you just use the easy to apply process through Indeed, whereby you just need to then select the CV that you've already uploaded, and then the rest are just next and until you submit. So Indeed is one of the best websites where you can find a job in the UK, and filter your search properly to the specific job title that you're looking for. Also look for visa sponsored jobs in the UK, and you find numerous jobs that are offering visa sponsorship. So that will be the easiest way to find. Another website is Healthjobs.uk. Healthjobs.uk. Go onto that website, search for whatever job you're looking for, and you can apply from there. And how do you apply for these jobs? Okay, apart from having uploaded your CV onto a specific website, when it comes to applying, you need to pay attention to the job description for the role that you are applying for, and make sure that your CV does reflect whatever the company is looking for, and so does your cover letter. So your cover letter should be tailor-made to each and every job role that you are applying for. Look at the job description properly, read up about the company, look at their values and missions and mission statement, and make sure that whatever they strive for also features in your CV, so that they can also see that yes, this is a person that have some qualities and values that we are looking for. So make sure that your CV and your cover letter speaks to the role that you are applying for, please, in order for you to stand a very good chance for this role. And then, for example, if you submit an application through Indeed, try going onto the company website that you applied for, especially if you submit an application and after some time you still do not get any feedback through Indeed or even via your personal email. Then it will be good if you can go onto the company website, look for their contact. Obviously, their probably email will be the easiest. And if you can get their email address and send a follow-up email to the company, and that you have applied through Indeed, and you're just following up on your application just to see how far things are. And because sometimes I think maybe there was a glitch on Indeed and your application didn't go through, and here you are sitting folding your arms hoping the company will get back to you, and little did you know they have not even received your application. So it will be good to do a follow-up if you have not heard from them, like in a week or two. Send a follow-up email through whatever contact email they have on their website, and then you take it from there. Another thing, you need to be really, really careful when you're applying for jobs online. Number one, you need to make sure that the company that you are applying with is legit. It's not one of those companies that will be sweet-talking you, and in the end they're asking you to pay some money and all that. So you need to make sure that you are working with a legitimate company. And there are so many ways to check if the company is legit. So you can also go to the UK. If you are applying for jobs in the UK, you can go onto the UK government website and look for a list of visa sponsored companies. Yeah, so go onto the government website, look for a list of visa sponsor companies, and you will find a whole list, like whatever company that exists in the UK that is allowed by the Home Office to provide visa sponsorship. It should be there, and if that company does not exist on that list, then you know that you're not dealing with something legit. So do your due diligence and make sure that you are not dealing with scammers. You really need to be careful, because there are loads of scammers out there, and they are really busy, and they will do anything to get money from you. So it's and just make sure also no employer would ask you to pay any money to them. It's for you to get a job with them, and they will start paying you, not vice versa. So you shouldn't be asked to pay any money, unless if maybe you are paying for your visa, if at all you have to. But otherwise, most companies, if they are providing sponsorship, they would actually cover your visa fees and your flight, and sometimes accommodation in like the first month or two, depending on that depends on individual companies really. So just do your due diligence and make sure you don't fall victim to these scammers. I think I will end here. I'll do a next video where I'll share more links on where you can find these jobs, be it support worker jobs, senior care assistant, or just normal healthcare assistants, and I will give you some links. I will also put down some links in the description below, where you can also just go on those links, and then they will take you to those websites where you can easily find a job. And if you have any questions, please do drop that or those questions in the comments section, and I will be getting back to you. And if there's any other thing that you need me to clarify or make a video on again next time, please do put that in the comment section, and I will take it from there. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope you will take advantage of whatever information I'm giving you. And this may not be relevant to yourself. If it's not yourself, then you can always share the video with a friend or a relative or whoever really that you think may benefit from the information. Otherwise, I'm happy to answer any questions in the comment section. And guys, if you are here and you have not subscribed yet, please do the right thing and subscribe, and make sure that you hit the notification bell and select all, so that you'll be notified for all the videos that I'll get to upload, and you don't get to miss anything. I'll really be sharing a lot of information about getting jobs in the UK. I've also found a few more information about other jobs like chefs, teachers, engineers, and I will be sharing that in the next videos. Also, it's just because then there are also some other jobs or industries that have been added to the scarce scarce. So I will be sharing some of those. So stay tuned on the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, for our old subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back here, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And guys, please do share the videos with your friends and colleagues and your relatives. We need to grow this channel and reach at least 1,000 and more. So yeah, so far we're doing well. But yeah, and if you are new to this channel, please make sure you hit the subscription button and the notification bell as well, and I'll see you